She was laughing, responding, so there was never a sign that something could be wrong with her. Deafness is like an invisible disability. You can't see it on anyone. Some kids, they just normal, you wouldn't even know there's something wrong. So with Al, it was the same. She was responding, she was laughing, so there was never really a sign that she couldn't hear.
Once you're born, your inner ear, in fact your whole ear is fully formed, and it's actually your inner ear and middle ear is also already adult size. Sometimes when you investigate people, they have completely normal scans because they have a normal anatomy, but it isn't working. Sometimes we know the cause, which might be infections or jaundice or whatever, and sometimes we never find out the cause.
When they said, okay, now you need to do a ABR test, which is like a more in-depth test, and there we could see the first ABR we did, you could see she was not hearing anything. And then we went on to do like a full diagnostic test, and that's when she was diagnosed with a high tone frequency hearing loss.
Absolutely optimal, which we're striving for in South Africa, but we're not quite there yet, is newborn hearing screening. Actually, what we should have is that every baby born should have a hearing tested already in hospital.
I think, because you can see the test, you can literally see the connections between the brain and the ear, and you could see it's not moving up to into the hearing section. So, yeah, it was like heartbreaking at that time.
So at least she wore some hearing aids for quite a long time before that. And even if those hearing aids don't give you normal hearing, it's important that they do get hearing aids, because you have to stimulate the brain, you have to stimulate that pathways going from your ear and cochlea to the brain from an early age to actually just develop those pathways. In your cochlea, you have hair cells, and those hair cells usually move, and that sends the electric impulse via your hearing nerve to the brain. Because we actually hear with our brain, our ears and cochlea is only the mechanism to pick up sound. Our hearing is just like seeing, it's actually with the brain. So if you can just get those impulses to be sent to the brain again, then your brain develops and learns how to work with those impulses and can work out what is that and how to hear that. You have an outer part that is like a hearing aid. It picks up sound, it's got a microphone, and that then sends impulses to the inner part that's below the skin, and that puts it into electrical impulses. So we bypass the damaged hair cells and we stimulate the nerve directly.
Now there's like a big change in her development. So we went from not being able to say, like making a lot of sounds, like certain words, to now she's trying, with practice we're getting there, and her language is it's just so much. She has like a bigger vocabulary, she's making sentences which she didn't do before. My name is Olaf. Yeah, so you can see there's a big change since we had the cochlear implant surgery.
Cochlear implants have been called the most life-changing prosthesis that we have at this moment, because you can actually give somebody one of their senses back. You can give them back hearing.